Narcan is supposed to be a lifesaver for a drug user who has overdosed, but now there are reports that it's used for harm. Our media partner, the San Francisco Standard, has a new article out detailing how, fed up with drug users, some street vigilantes are wielding Narcan like a weapon. Joining us live now to explain, SF Standard reporter David Shosted. David, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having
I
me.
guess we should back it up a little bit. Explain what Narcan is and what it's designed for.
hmm Narcan is the brand of naloxone, which is a drug that is used to reverse overdoses. It works by negating the effect of opioids on the brain and can has reversed thousands of overdoses in San Francisco and is a real life-saving drug that has dramatically changed not only San Francisco, but the whole country's approach to the overdose crisis.
Okay, but you've uncovered cases of gross misuse, right? Tell us about what's allegedly been happening in San Francisco.
hmm So I've been hearing for a few months now that drug users are saying residents have started using this drug even when they are not overdosing. And as I said before, it reverses the effects of opioids. And so what happens is when it's administered, drug users go into severe withdrawals, and it's a crazy sobering sensation, particularly if they're not overdosing, from what they tell me, and it brings a lot of pain, anxiety. I heard of people throwing up, having wild temperature fluctuations, and the allegation is that people are using this to move drug users off the sidewalk. So, say a couple of the instances I heard was that somebody was sleeping in UN Plaza and they basically felt somebody putting this plastic nozzle up their nose, and then they woke up to crazy withdrawals, and the person was telling them that they couldn't sleep in the plaza. And the allegation is that this wasn't somebody who thought they were overdosing. This was somebody that wanted them to move.
Right. Any police reports filed? Anyone arrested over this?
I mean, as a lot of these type of you know assaults on homeless people that I hear about, they haven't reported any of this to the police. I don't think really any of them even thought to do that. Honestly, it was first mentioned to me in passing when I was working on a different story, and then I remembered it because somebody actually posted an Instagram video showing them threatening to do this to somebody who clearly wasn't overdosing, and it restarted my reporting process on this story.
Got it. How prevalent do you think this is, and how long has it been going on? How many vigilantes do we think are out there?
Hard to say. I mean, these are initial reports. We heard from six people that this had happened to them. Many more people had told me that they had heard of this happening. I don't feel confident to say how long it's been going on, how many people might be doing it. I it would be hard to get that information for sure.
How is this making the unhoused community feel?
As you know, as a lot of people living in the city know, that there's been a lot more aggressive measures by the city against homeless people, and tensions have been really high from residents. Residents are fed up with the drug markets and the tents, and not being able to walk down the sidewalk and feel safe. And this, I think, is just kind of the latest building block on that of homeless people. The one quote that I was told is, it feels like the whole city is turned on us. That's the general sentiment that I'm getting from people on the street.
I mean, this seems to suggest something about the tensions in the city between the unhoused and other individuals. I mean, again, like we said, we don't know how many cases or individuals are out there, but it reveals something.
Yeah, definitely. And I think even if the video I mentioned, a lot of the commenters, people responding to that video were positive and saying, this is the new way to get people to move off the street. And so, while health experts are warning that this is really dangerous, and bringing somebody from a resting state to a heart rate of over 120, sending them into anxiety and withdrawal symptoms, is really cruel. It feels like a lot of San Franciscans have really lost their patience over this issue, and might not even care.
All right. Well, David, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that story. Really appreciate it.
Thank you again for having me.
You can check out more of the San Francisco Standard's other original reporting on their website, sfstandard.com. And ABC7 will continue to bring you more segments featuring the Standard's city-focused journalism every week right here on ABC7 News at 3.